So, just gonna freestyle this one. I was thinking of a video to do, and then I thought of a name. I was thinking, okay, I'll think about it. I'll sketch out the rough, whatever. But I was like, but you know, I'm driving. I've got about half an hour on the drive. I thought, you know, let's just record live and direct. We'll do it live. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was thinking of a video called. You know how everyone says, "Oh no, money didn't change me. Money won't change me." Whoa, forget that. Why are you getting the money then? I was thinking of a video. I'm gonna call it "Money Will Change Me. Here's How." So that's what this video is about. Money is going to change me, because that's why we're trying to get money. Because why would you want to get money and not have it change you? What's the point? What's the purpose of working hard, grafting, trying to figure out the game and do all this stuff and unlock the way to make the most money in the shortest possible space of time? Not rush, not get rich quick, but just efficiently, you know, optimal timing. And then have it not change you. What's the point? That means you're just gonna live in the same place, you're gonna live in the same manner. And I understand them fire guys, you know, I hear that. There's some kernel of truth in that. But if you're really not where you want to be, you still need to level up when you get money, or else you're not even doing fire properly. You're just going to be moving mad, really. So there has to be some change that has to come. There has to be a leveling up, or else what's the point? So money will change me. And here's how. One major way is just the basics of living: accommodation, transport, clothing, grooming. All those things are going to change. I hear this whole dress poor and like don't look rich, but I'm not really, you know, where I was raised, African. You can't do too much of that. There's always a minimal, you know, if you dress properly, that's ingrained in me. I just can't be dressing poor. I never dressed poor in my life, so I can't dress poor once I get money. That doesn't make sense. That's backwards. So there's always gonna be. Look at me now. I haven't hit a lick yet, but this is how I dress normally. This is how I dress when I'm going to meet a business person, a business owner. I've just come from a meeting with a business owner. Very good business. Still not grabbing me. It's a solid business. Makes about £50,000 profit. Comes with there's a solid building attached to it, but it's not. It's more of a commercial business deal. It's not gripping me. It doesn't have to grip me if the numbers make sense. But anyway, my point was more, this is how I dress. So to go now down and start dressing like slum-like when I've got more money, I kind of hear it, protection and da-da-da-da-da, but I'd rather not live my life in fear. So I'd rather just dress how I want to dress, which is like this and other ways that are still, you know, are solid, that look good. Like transport, for example, car. My car, this isn't my car, it's a family car. But this is nicer than my car. So my car is a Peugeot. Well, it don't even work right now. I didn't get to post that. My car's finished. So I'd have to level up the car. Gotta get that, you know, that cheeky E-Class, at least. Just so I look the part, so everything's congruent. Because you know, you go to a meeting, you go to meet someone, a business owner, you're talking about buying their business, you're talking about acquisitions and mergers and acquisitions and debt financing and all this stuff, and you're pulling up in a Citroen C3 Picasso that's smoking, or that's, you know, it's not really doesn't fit the bill. It doesn't look congruent. Make it make sense, as they say. It don't make sense. So that has to change. Accommodation, like right now, back at home. That's all good, you know, financially, economically, you're saving money, don't pay rent. But I think in life, I'd rather boss up, hold tight CGA, than minimize. I'm here for being optimal and economic, but I'm not here for living small or like shrinking yourself to fit a small budget. No, expand the budget, then you can live better, you know, better opportunities. To him who has much more will be given. So get more, or get much, as it were. You know, you get what I mean. So there's that as well. So that's the basics that would change. And I think everyone changes like that. If you don't, from where if you're not there already, you know, if you're starting at the wealth ladder levels 1 to 3, it has to change you. Come on, what are we talking about here? So there's that, but then even deeper than that, like money will change where I frequent. I already try to frequent the places I want to be frequenting, and they're not cheap. They're not normal, not average places. You know, I've always had expensive tastes, so not to just be wasting money. But if I'm gonna go out or gonna go somewhere, I'd rather go to a nicer place a few times than like some average anywhere place loads of times. Quality over quantity, you know, like everything in my life. So that will change. I won't be seeing some of the places I'm currently seeing. You know what I mean? And not to just be pompous and bourgeois, no, because I prefer those places. They're nicer places. The vibes are nicer. You meet a much more interesting swath or section of the society. You know, you meet weird, crazy people when you, like, for example, if you go out on a Tuesday to an upmarket bar somewhere, you're gonna meet some people who don't have to work, and then if you don't have to work, okay, they must be doing something interesting, so on and so forth. That's how you network well, not just networking on a weekend somehow. You're just gonna meet the same weekend warriors. These people are just normal people, and normal people. If you're trying to be normal, then alright, cool, I'll tell you. But I'm not normal. Full stop. Never have been. So I can't try and be normal now when I get money. So that's another way money will change. Also, just where I'm located. If I've got money, I'm now doing my other ventures which are overseas. So I'm gonna be moving around like a madman. I'm gonna be gypsy-ish. I'm gonna be dotting about. So I'll be all over the map. So that's happening. What else? What other ways people say money shouldn't change them? That it definitely will change me. Happily. Let me think. Who you associate with? I don't really associate with too many people. People I associate with right now, I've known them for decades, so I don't really, like I said, I try not to be around in places which I don't want to be. So a lot of what wouldn't change is only because I've already been putting those things in place before the money came, so that I was already in that mindset, that state of mind, that mind frame. And I think that's the only way you could really say money won't change you. If you've already been smelling the leather, you've already been, test driving the Benzes and wearing the Pateks and wearing the, you've already been doing that, so you've already smelt the leather, so it's not changed you because you've already experienced it to a degree, Like when they say, act like you've been there before. If you've been there before, you don't have to act, so nothing changes. So what else? I think, see, the thing with me, like after the video's finished, I'll remember a bunch of stuff and I'll just be like, what about that? Why didn't I say that? But anyway, we're doing it live, so that don't matter. What else would change? Let's see. Women. Would women change? See, I still go quantity over quality, not quantity. Quality over quantity. But I don't know if you can call that quality just because of money. But maybe you could. Depends on your outlook or your perspective. I don't know. That depends how you approach that. So that one is, that one is it's a grey area, let's say. But I guess on average, maybe, where you frequent, I don't know. I guess your bills just increase on that front. So I don't know. That one, yes but no, but yes but no. So yeah, we'll leave that one there. But otherwise, what else is there? My lifestyle. Actually, my lifestyle. There's things I do right now which I will not do with money because I won't have to do them. And there's things I'm not doing right now which I will do because I'll be able to do them without stress. Even simple things like the gym. Like, look, going to the gym. You go to the gym, you have to have the time, the transport. You need to be able to eat, cleanly. You do it regularly. You have to, it's good for me, I need my setup, my organization. I need that all in place. You might call it excuses, whatever, but the way I go to the gym, it tends to be sporadic. So if I have the conditions around me set up nicely to just do it without thinking, I'll go much more often. But right now, I'll have a membership for this much, and then I'll cut it off, and then I'll do it. If I don't have to cut anything off, I can just know it's there. I can just be going regularly. Always got the car available. Always got the nutrition, the mad steaks and chicken and protein all available, and all. Then I'll be going and no problem, and I'll be more consistent. I won't balloon and then shrink and then balloon, then get in shape, then balloon. Like I won't be fluctuating like I am. Simple things like the gym. Other things like if I've acquired a few businesses now, and I've got money coming in, I can now use my time a bit more wisely. I can be learning things. There's some courses I need to go on which cost money. They're not some online £200 course. I'm talking 6, 7, 8, £10,000 even more for certain things that I need to learn. Some of them are online, some of them in person, some of them in person in other places I'm not now. So you have to be in the area, you have to live in that area for some time. And those courses will level me up. I'll learn things I can't learn online, I can't learn on YouTube. But, I can't just do my usual deep dive and learn these things. There's always levels you have to gain in person. You have to pay someone to learn. So there's things like that. Even my downtime, me, it's very much uptime, downtime. There's times I'm on and busy, there's times I'm just off, and it's just like, right, this is just time to live. That downtime right now is very frustrating because it's boring. I'm just usually sitting in the yard, maybe we go out every now and then, but I'm not doing what I would be doing if I had money and the ability. I'd probably be traveling way more. Not probably, I would be traveling more. I'd be going overseas, I'd be going to other parts of the country just to take time out and relax and think and plan and strategize, which would be getting done much better. So that would definitely change. What else? See, nice things are coming to me now. What else would change? So I would level up many more things. I'll be traveling more. I think I'll be a better friend. I think I'd be a better friend because I'd see my friends more. There's friends I haven't seen because to go and see them, it costs bread. You have to have an accommodation, you have to get there. And you can't just go for one day because I ain't seen them for years. So I gotta go properly. You gotta go. You gotta go have a nice meal or whatnot. It's all money. Like, so I'll be a much better friend because I can come and see people more frequently, especially my friends overseas. Like, I can get my documents locked off and be traveling and go see my friends overseas much more easier. So I'll be a better friend. What else? Obviously there'll be way more business opportunities. My opportunities that I've come across that I couldn't execute on because the money wasn't there. I knew what to do, I knew who to do it with, I knew the moving parts, but it was the money that was the missing part. So when I've got money, when I've got that not disposable, but that capital available, there'll be so many more businesses being done. There'll be so many more endeavors being in action, as it were. So yeah, there's probably more I can think of, but that's how money would change me, in addition to other ways. So yeah, money will change me 100%. You heard it here. So yeah, update. Let's see, what's the update? Obviously still need to get the phone, the camera, all those stuff. They're coming, and I keep saying it, but they are coming. This is all just for posterity, really. I still got 0 views, so when I got 1 million views per video, say, don't think I'm capping. Go back to this video. Go back to when I was just driving. When I hadn't mashed work yet. When I hadn't got that first acquisition in. Go back there, and you'll see. There's no cap in my rap. So yeah, this is for posterity, really. But yeah, I just came from a meeting. There was that last meeting I was talking about 2 weeks ago, the rocket ship one. 2 days after that meeting, I was just about to get going, start making calls, start meeting people. There was one person I was supposed to meet the same day, but they weren't available. Then someone jumped on it, snapped it up. They got the £5 million that was necessary and snapped it up. So the rocket's taken off. So fair play to them boys. So they had someone in the wings, and they wanted to just see if I had a better offer. See, speed kills. If I had money then, and I was ready to move quickly, I would have got that. But it's all good. Life is long. I'm sure we'll see them again in some other way, and interact and maybe do some business. But so that one went. So that's how hot the deal was. 2 days gone, 5 M's. So hold tight them. I'm still obviously not going to say what it was because we signed stuff. Even this one though, the one I just came from, I didn't sign anything, but still, it's courtesy. I'm not going to be saying out what it is because that's not how you do things. But yeah, it's very solid business, very good business, great guy as well. Oh, amazing guy. So he's definitely, if it doesn't grab me and I think of a way to do something with it, someone's definitely snapping that up, probably this week, maybe next, but he's definitely getting more. But maybe it'll grab me to later on today, and I'll have some ideas. But for now, it's just not gripping me. I think it's because it's a business where to expand, you only expand by adding sites, which is fine because I'm doing acquisitions anyway. But it's very additive. You don't really get a multiplicative effect from adding another business because it's just sort of a site-by-site growth. So, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm looking for more businesses where you've got, you know, interconnections, synergies, to use the jargon, and you know you can leverage different parts of the businesses within and together against each other, or with each other, and you get a return that's more than, you know, 1 + 1 = 6, not just 2. So that's probably why it's not gripping me, because it's not exactly what I'm looking for. Again, it's not. Even the other one 2 weeks ago wasn't what I was looking for, but it was a good deal. So this is another one where it's a good deal, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. It's more what I'm looking for in terms of the owner. He's a retirement. He's looking for retirement, so he's a perfect age. But it's just the nature of the deal, the nature of the business. It's not quite what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for more, you know, something, a trading business. This is sort of like a commercial property which has a business, but really it's really more of this commercial property deal. You know? So it's not really what I'm looking for. So we're still on to the next. Really, I think. Unless it grips me and I maybe try and pass it on to someone else, we'll see. But right now, my gut is just, it's not grabbing me. So yeah, so on to the next one. So we're looking, like I said, engineering, manufacturing, facilities management, that kind of area. So on to the next one. Still looking for the next seller to conversate with, to interact with. Come on now, careful. And yeah, that's the current state of affairs. But we're moving very nicely, and we're close. It's going to happen very soon. And once the first one happens, woohoo, we are off to the races. We are off. I'm close, very close. Watch this space. We won't always be on this ITEL, this agricultural machine, as someone calls it. This phone, by the way. Yeah, so that's I think that's enough. That's a good update and a bit of a different style of video as well, all in one. So yeah, boom, till next time.